Hi, this is Dawn Petalino. Welcome to Miracle Monday and happy Labor Day. Miracle Monday is a day that I offer you some truths and some tools to help you really remember your spirit, to help really remember who you are and why you are here, so you can open your heart and your mind to greater miracles in your life. I'm Dawn Petalino. I'm a transformational spiritual life coach for women going through transitions. And you can check me out on my website, www.dawnpetalino.com. I'm also the best-selling author of Peace, Power, and Miracles, and Miracle Monday is where I help to offer you some of those tools that do open up more space for miracles in your life. And today's is about loss. You know, anytime something leaves our lives, it can feel very devastating, whether it's a project, whether it's a home, whether it's a friend, a relationship, even if it's just something that, like a car, you know, a computer. Anytime we go through a loss of some sort, a lot of times we compound this feeling of loss, which is grief, and that's a natural expression when loss is present. But we compound the problem with blame. We compound the problem with thinking somehow I'm to blame for this. Somehow, and in the spiritual community, a lot of us will talk about, why did I attract this? As if that helps, right? Oh, well, let's just throw that on the table. But you have to remember, as the Course in Miracles and the Course of Love talks about, two books that I refer to a lot, they talk about there is no loss, there is only gain. Because the real deal is this: loss of any kind doesn't mean a loss of love for the universe for you. It doesn't come as some form of punishment to you. It comes to help as your evolution. It is here to evolve you into the person that you are meant to be, so you can be a fuller expression of that loving source, bringing your gifts and talents out into the world, bringing your heart to your relationships, bringing harmony and hope and peace to others. And so what loss does is, you know, what happens when you have a loss? You also get rid of your distractions. A lot of times, the thing that we were afraid of losing, it was the thing that we thought our security was built upon, whether it was job, whether it was relationship, whether it was, I just needed that. I needed that. And so we begin to have this false security. But that's not what we're here for, is to build a false security. We're here to have that inner rock-like security that comes from knowing that you are a divine expression of Source itself. And your source, God, love, creator, divine intelligence, wise mind, all of that is where your real security comes from. And so when we have any kind of loss in our life, you know, the Course of Love says, hope is the willingness to ask for help, believing it will come. You will go a long way, it continues on to say, you will go a long way from going from expecting to resistance to expecting willingness. And this is a key change in becoming wholehearted. Wholehearted means mind and heart are joined. And that's when we become the presence and the power in our human self. That's evolution. But when we expect willingness versus expecting resistance, how many times do you go into a situation just in case prepared, got your arguments ready, because we're expecting resistance? You know, we're not expecting love. We're not expecting willingness from people, and sometimes from God. We're just not expecting it. We tend to think of this reward punishment thing versus expecting love. It also goes on to say, hope is accepting love and the grace and the cooperation. I'm going to repeat that. The grace and the cooperation that flow from love. And you don't have to do anything to earn it. What loss does is it takes away any kind of false security that we had. And with that loss, we have to look at it. We have to acknowledge our feelings, acknowledge any kind of grief. We give ourselves a nod of compassion. Yeah, that hurts. But we also look at it with an eye of curiosity, noticing that it's taking away something in order for us to evolve and to manifest into the beings we came here to be. And so we look with an eye of curiosity, and we think with a mind and a heart of hope. Hope, expecting, willingness. So today, if there's any kind of loss in your life, rather than blaming yourself, rather than thinking that this is the ruin of you and if only, instead, be curious. Leave that crack of space. I mean, I for myself, it was whenever there seemed to be nothing going on, and I was really sinking into this sadness because there was a lot of grief coming up, but I opened up that space. I didn't rush it. I allowed it to be there. I looked at it with compassion. I kept my mind open with curiosity, and I trusted the source of my being that something new gets birthed in that space. And that's when I wrote the book, Peace, Power, and Miracles, which you can find on Amazon or on my website. But it had to take a distraction being taken away. It had to take a loss for the space to open. So whenever there is that loss, compassion for yourself, curiosity, keep an open mind, and faith, a hope in the willingness. Expect willingness. And then breathe in and out. Notice your gifts for today. Notice how you're being supported today. And do as I love the movie Castaway, as Tom Hanks did when he realized he didn't even have control over killing himself because the rope broke. That he said, I realized how little power I had over my life, but I knew now what to do. I knew to breathe in and breathe out every day, and that the tide will always bring something in. Happy Miracle Monday. I hope you walk away with a hope today of the good things to come, and the love, the grace and the cooperation of love that is flowing to you right now. Happy Miracle Monday. Happy Labor Day. I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye for now. I got to go over here to shut off my computer. Take care.